Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Jessica, also known as Chicprofessor on Instagram, and I make videos on luxury goods, sustainable fashion, and workwear. This video is a 1-year update to my Rothy's video that I made that talks about sizing, wearability, odors, the different styles. There was a lot of things that I covered in that original video, which I will link down below. This one is a 1-year kind of wear and tear update, but just 1-year update. And a few of you asked some questions on Instagram that I will make sure to answer as well. Since I made that last video, they have come out with a ton more styles. I am interested in getting some of the leather bottomed ones. Right now, the only ones I have are the rubber. And they also now have like flip-flops and a lace-up sneaker. There's a couple different things. I think that some of the slip-on sandals are a better deal than the flip-flops, but there's a whole lot of different pricing, and they also have come out with handbags. I did a video unboxing this little handbag right here, which is super cute, and I really do like it quite a bit. So I will talk about this a little bit. If you all have any questions about it, also leave it down below, but I do have that video all about this bag. The number one question everyone seems to have right now for a wear and tear update is about washing them and how they have held up. So I want to show you the styles that I have. I have 4 pairs. I think I had all but maybe these when I filmed that last video. I no longer have my flats, the round toe flats. I really discovered that I love the pointed ones significantly more, and so these are what I bought in multiple colors. So I have these in the pink. I also have gray, and then I have the classic black. Really big fan of those. And then I also have the loafers. I would say that the loafers were nice when the weather was a little bit cooler. More of my foot was covered in them, but I did really like them. The lighter colors don't wash quite as well as the darker colors. I have washed all of them multiple times. I've had to wash the lighter colors more often though, because I do commute, or I did commute into New York City with them, and so it would get muddy and rainy a lot of the time when I wore them, and so they would need to be washed more often. And they don't really have any stains, but there is like some slight darkening to them that has happened, which really haven't happened to all of my other ones. Even the pink ones have really stayed in good shape. But if you are worried about the wear and tear and you want to wash them a lot, I would definitely go with a darker color. Just make sure that you wash them with like gentle detergent, and then you wash them cold, and then you don't dry them. You let them air dry. Someone asked me if the slip-ons, which could be really any of those, are comfortable for like a vacation. I think that they are all incredibly comfortable for walking as much as you might want to walk. I do think vacations are perfect excuses for them. I wore mine all around Ireland last summer, and I wear them again as my like commuter shoes. I wear them as shopping shoes, casual weekend shoes. So yes, absolutely. They're easy to pack, easy to wash. There's really no downside to them for vacation. They're very comfortable. Someone asked specifically about the bag, pros and cons of a non-leather bag. Pros, you can wash it. You don't have to worry if you're maybe worried about the cruelty or the sustainability of it. It is a sustainable bag, so that is a big bonus. It's very, very lightweight because it doesn't have leather on it really. And what else? Maybe a con would be that it doesn't hold as much value, and over time it's not going to. Sometimes leather, you know, if it's really nice leather, it just kind of ages beautifully. This is less likely to do that. But really, I would say it just depends on your preference. There's nothing wrong with a fabric bag. I think they're great. I also really like leather bags. So whatever you decide. In terms of upkeep, again, I wash mine sometimes and I just kind of let them be, but I haven't really had to do anything to upkeep. I did have one of my followers say that they had to get rid of all of theirs because they all scuffed up over time. I've had no issue with scuffing. What I could see happening, because they are fabric, is that if you were to rub against something like sharp, I think, for example, my husband had a pair of Allbirds and he was wearing them at work, and he stuck his foot under a door to stop it from moving, and it was sharp underneath and tore, not a hole, but like it pilled the top of his shoe. That'll absolutely happen with this, but also leather would get damaged that way. So I would say, yeah, if you're like scraping it up against things, I could see the fabric wearing, but otherwise I have had no issue with that. As a pregnant woman, the fact that they have a tiny bit of stretch has been really nice. My feet haven't changed sizes yet, knock on wood, but they are swollen some days, and so that's helpful. However, they don't stretch out over time, so they will go back to that, like when you're wearing them, they have a little bit of give, but they don't stretch out. So really, there isn't much you need to do for upkeep. And then in terms of width, someone asked about that. I do find that some styles are better catered to a wider foot. The point is not one of them. I haven't tried on all of the new styles, but I would say that the loafer or the flat would be a better decision. In terms of sizing up, I still stick by my sizing with these. I went up a full size. I'm usually a 5.5. I went to a 6.5. Absolutely think that that is still true. The flats I had in a 6, those were fine, but they were still a little small. I would almost go up a full size in those, but I feel like if I did, they probably would have been too big. They weren't my style anyway, but for these and the loafers, definitely I would go up a full size. And for everything else, I would consider a half size. That's just what worked for me. A few of you have also asked what kind of inserts I used in mine. I have inserts actually underneath these right now. I sometimes have the Rothy's inserts in, and I sometimes don't. Depends on how big or swollen my feet are at the time of year, all of those different things. I will link the inserts that I use a couple different ones. I really just get them at the grocery store, but I will link some Amazon options in the description box. I do want to quickly add that I find that the back of the heel will rub my Achilles if I do not put an insert in and raise the level of my heel. That has made all the difference to making these super, super comfortable for me. I have yet to find an insert that goes all the way up to the top, but I find ones that cut off too quick in your foot to be less comfortable. So I did want something that fit in the round, but went up kind of as high as possible. The only other question that I seem to get quite a bit on the old video is if I find them to have an odor or my feet to sweat in them. I find them super breathable, and I think that they are better than almost everything else, because if they did start to smell, you can easily wash them. But I don't really have an issue with smell with these, and again, I walk quite a bit in them. I find that the airflow is really good, so that's not an issue with mine at all. So I still really highly recommend them. I still love mine. I am still hoping that they're going to continue coming out with new styles that might be even better for me, just because I do like a more formal shoe in some instances. So I hope that that continues, but really they are still absolutely highly recommended by me. If you have any questions about these shoes, please do let me know. I will happily answer anything that I can. I will also leave a discount code for you for $20 off your first pair if you are looking to buy them and have not had the opportunity to do so yet, and you plan on doing so online. I believe you might be able to use them in store, the $20 off coupon, but I'm not 100% sure about that. I really wanted to check out the New York store, but it opened kind of like 3 days before lockdown happened, so I didn't get a chance to go there, which is too bad. But when that does happen, which probably won't be for a long time, because by the time I feel comfortable commuting into the city again, I'll probably have a newborn. But eventually I will take you all to the store if they let me film inside and just kind of show you around that way, because I'm excited to check out all of the styles I haven't had a chance to get my hands on yet. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in a future video. Bye.